Hello, everyone. I wanted to give an update about my speaking condition. It's been almost 3 weeks. It's been 2 weeks now as of this recording. If you don't know what happened, I got heat stroke. And from that, now I can't talk really anymore, at least not properly. So this is like an update video about it all, how I've been experiencing everything, and I had my first speech therapy appointment today. So I wanted to tell everyone about that and everything. Before I get to the speech therapy thing, what's been going on with me? Um, Mostly they've been having me inside, not really doing anything because I can't really handle the heat. Maybe besides driving long and everything, I don't really drive that far because even though I had the air conditioning all the way up, it's just like heat hot here in Texas. Like with the index and everything, it's like over 110. It feels like. Um, I'm trying to do a little bit more outside as much as I can every time to try to get myself more accustomed, and I'll get to that why. Like today, they wanted me mostly to be inside, but I went out just to help try to spray paint. I still have some on my thing, like the bumper number and the trailer, and I spray painted. I was out there for just 5 minutes, but it was a lot because it's one thing like okay to go outside just use the restroom and back, but the continuing being out in the heat, it's rough because it affects me still in a way. Like it's on profile for 2 weeks where I was just wearing PT uniform. This past Wednesday, I've been back in my OCPs, but it's a thing. Now, something I noticed in the past 2 weeks since I've been here in this condition, and I'll try to show to see if it'll work here in the video. I've noticed that I know what I was going to do. I've noticed that when I'm alone, like when no one else is around, I can talk normal. Like literally, I will be able to talk completely normal, nothing else around. But as soon as it feels like I'm trying to talk to someone or there's someone next to me, I immediately start stuttering and stammering. Immediately, like I can't help it. It's like a switch that just turns off and I can't do anything about it. But I have noticed, so I know I can talk, but it's like when I'm around people, it's like I can't. So I wonder, is it something I'm so used to that it just switches on and off? I don't know what to do about it. Something neurological, that's what we've gotten to. But that being, like I could look into a mirror also, like when I'm around others, and I'd be able to talk for a point, but then my throat starts hurting real bad, and I'll start stammering real easily, and I have to stop and do this. Like I found other ways of trying to talk. Sorry. This way as well, I can talk, and like using tongue depressor, I can use this as well. No, not as well. I can kind of do this, but the problem is with this, I can't hold it long because my throat starts hurting in a way that's like it hurts. This is the most comfortable way I have for talking. And before you ask about different thicknesses and everything, sometimes I've tried doing like with this or like with this. They're a little bit too thick, and because I guess it's kind of different material, it hurts a little bit the way I'm biting down on them. It hurts my mouth. I And I'll get to why the speech therapy thing today, but continuing about my single talking thing. Well, no, let's get to speech therapy. Speech therapy today. First time getting to it. I mentioned these things and about an issue, which I'll get to in a moment. She says, keep doing this, but what we did today is that we went through a bunch of different words, like try to say what words can you say and things like that. And it's like talking like this, yeah, I can say everything. But as far as like the wall, hang on, I'm trying to explain how to explain this. It's like, again, when around everyone else trying to speak things, like okay, I can say it normally: wall, floor, ceiling, bed, chair. Now here it is without the thing. I can't do it. It's like when I'm addressing someone else, I can't talk. And like trying to say C words, like CK sounds, like quack or duck. This is how much I can get without the pen. Quack, 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 quack. Do, duck, duck, da. Cow, 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 cow. Come, to. Faux. Cup. Starting stuff with a P, I can't really do. That's why phone. So it goes like so it's like certain things I really have trouble with. It all comes out jumbled. Now what we went with that today is that when she put the tongue depressor, like on my tongue, she said, try to relax your tongue. I'm like, I'm trying to do anything. And it was like, your tongue is like being very tense. It's not relaxing. So one thing we see is like, okay, it's my tongue. But another thing is seemingly my lips. Like my lips don't necessarily want to work. That's probably why going around the pen is because there's something to kind of wrap around, they're able to talk. Because without the pen, trying to talk, it won't go. So it's just kind of like, okay, why? And that's something they didn't necessarily have an answer for per se. I'm going to see a specialist because today was more like seeing where I'm at and where we go from here. And I'm going to be going to a specialist who specializes in stammering, speech therapy, speech stuff. Now, because I've been doing research online, quick thing, they gave me like these pill things that stick to the top of your mouth, so I can feel where my tongue is. That way I can try to work on my tongue, to work on because I can say hammer, like with this, I can say hammer, like a hammer. Well, without it, ham, can't say that second syllable of hammer, but I can get it. So it's just different things, knowing where my tongue placement is, being more aware of things. That way I can try to get like hammer. See, the lower I go speech-wise, the quieter I go, I can kind of say things better than try and talk normally and then when it comes out. So that's kind of what I'm dealing with. But, okay, so I'm going to be seeing a specialist to try to deal with this stuff. Now, because I've been looking up things online, I asked, is this one of the speech disorders I read online, like apraxia, dysphagia, or whatever how you say it. And speech therapist said she doesn't think so because I don't have muscle weakness. Besides getting pains in my throat and everything, and my lips, like this, widening my mouth and using the muscles, even though it's the most comfortable thing, no pain, it's not necessarily apraxia or anything like that. So it's like, what is it then? Because I know because I can talk, but around other people I can't. So it's like some sort of short circuit. I call it a short circuit, since there's heat stroke happening, because that's all it's connected to. From here to here is some sort of like disconnect, short circuit. When I was short circuited, basically, why that's happening. Why is this an issue? And the question is, I don't know. So, but so you say, oh yeah, you're talking pretty good at how to depend, probably compared to the first video. Like if people say, oh, you're talking really good with that, I'm like, yeah, that's probably because I'm used to it. I've gotten used to it, which is the question I brought up to the speech therapist today, and maybe the specialist may have a better answer for me. It's not hard to say speak wise, but hard to say wise. Is this a permanent thing? She didn't know. She says I could improve, but how long for improvement is another question. Because if I'm honest, this is getting worse. And you're saying, like, how is it getting worse when you say you can kind of talk alone and everything? Well, that's the thing. This past week, like, I noticed, I think I mentioned in the first video, like, when I got home, I was kind of saying, maybe I can kind of talk, like, in a mirror. I can kind of talk being alone. And I've been able to have a conversation with my mom and brother, talk-wise, only when I'm alone, like, when I don't think anyone's seemingly around for some reason, some sort of subconscious thing. But it's getting worse in the fact that when I'm alone now, it's starting to stammer by itself. And what I mean like that, like when I wake up in the mornings, I've noticed I'm supposed to be in clear speech like I was that first week, kind of at home. I'm much more stammering and everything. And then in the past couple of phone conversations in the room this week, like on the phone I use the pen to talk because it's comfortable, but here in the room, I feel that, like when I was talking to my brother, especially last night, I was stammering quite a bit on certain words more and more as I was talking. And that's different from the week before. So it's progressively, if my body is starting to heal up naturally in its own way from the sun exposure, then it's healing an opposite way. It's supposed to healing in a correct method and getting to be able to speak again. It's going to a VEF. Which makes me think that I've accepted the fact that, I think I said this in the first vid, but I've accepted the fact that this could become permanent. Not necessarily thing yet. It still could be reversible, or I could talk normal, but what that normal will be, will I be talking really slow without the pen? Or what? I don't know. That's a hard thing to ask and pray for. But I'm praying that, well, I'm praying His Lord's will be done, but I'm also praying that, one hand, yeah, this heals, but if it doesn't heal, if this is my new thing, I can get around it. As you see, I can talk doing this. I can make hand signals, like when I'm like I can point, I can do this, I can that. Someone else can talk for me, I can text. I have ways around this. So I have a workaround at least. But the concerning thing is still that my exposure to the sun, being outside, it would really limit what I can do in life if I can't go outside. Like, I wouldn't really be able to go outside, do a lot, uh, make race games. I don't know how long really I could really drive on my own, because being out in the sun, how much can I really handle? Like, I've not driven longer than maybe 15 minutes before going like to a place inside and back. So it becomes like, how much can I really handle? How much can I really do? And I don't know. So I'm really praying that the sun thing heals up. And today I can say I was a little frustrated after being out there only for 5 minutes, and I gotta head inside. Not that I was getting over hot and dizzy like I was, no. I still get headaches and everything, yes. But I was just like, yeah, I better get inside. That's a slow process, and it's annoying because it's like, I want to do stuff. Like, I want to run 5Ks. I want to go running again. I'm a horrible runner, okay? I am a terrible runner, but I like running. I like doing 5Ks. It's competitive nature. I like doing them. I want to do some 5Ks again, but I can't do them right now with this. Like, I go to the gym. I've been trying to do some things. Yesterday I got on the treadmill, and I was able to do it for 12 minutes. Half of it, I did a mile. Half of it I ran, which is an increase than the previous day where I didn't run as long. So I'm trying to build up running-wise on a treadmill. Yeah, I'm tired, but I'm like, twice as tired than what I normally would. And it's not really a physical thing, because I know physically, like, I can go longer in this. It's here. I know this video has been kind of rambly. I'm just trying to explain what's going on to give an update. I know it's been 2 weeks. I have another appointment with a specialist soon. It's another thing, I drool a lot. Hopefully I get some answers or some other things and stuff going on. And just keep praying. If this is permanent, I at least want to be healed to be able to go outside, because I want to do ministry, go on mission trips, go outside, just enjoy walk in the park, and it's just, it will really limit life if I can't go outside. This I can go around. I found that it's like, I really want to be outside. Just, if nothing else, to walk. I miss walking outside. Not in this heat, though, no. But I mean, even in this heat, like months ago, I could walk all the way down to like the main PX of that couple miles. Oh, it's hot outside. Yeah, it's hot outside. So I don't mind a little walk, couple miles. That's fine. But so that's what's going on with this. So it's work in progress. So thank you for your prayers. Just continue to bear with me with this issue as we continue forth. So thank you. I will say it's been a challenge to say, to actually have to think what I'm saying. Because doing this, I'm trying to say things that I normally can say without even thinking about it, like thank you, good morning, and just trying to say something, I just go like that, and it's like trying to think it through. This is the best way I can talk, and that's frustrating. Being able to just say like, hi, how you doing? Instead of saying hello, it's about. And saying things even to myself, like I would normally say, I guess I find I talk to myself a lot. Saying things like when someone says something, I just make a comment like, oh, okay, whatever, or something like that. I guess I used to make comments just saying like, okay, that's cool or whatever, but instead it comes out like, blah, 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 blah. What the heck did I just say? Like I don't know what I'm saying anymore because I'm just so used to talking and saying stuff. It's just like, what did I say? It makes you realize like you say stuff and you don't even think about it. Yeah, you really do say stuff because you're so used to saying it, and now you have to actually think through what you're trying to say because you don't know what you're saying anymore. Anyway, thank you for support. I'm getting this because I'm starting to hurt.